Yo, what is up, my dudes? We are back. We are out here. It is time for a legendary chapter of One Piece. I can just tell from the title of the chapter that I already saw. It's called The Will of OHARA. And that just means we're gonna get something. We are going to get something. And I feel like it definitely has to do with the end of the 900 years. It has to do with the civilization. We're gonna get an explanation. I feel like that is what this means. This is what we've been leading up. This is Robin's dream, and I feel like we're going to get at least a taste of it. I'm so excited. I have not been this excited to see a chapter of One Piece since. I don't even know. This might be my favorite chapter ever that I've ever read besides Monkey D. Luffy. I really like that one on chapter 1000. Let's get into it. I don't want to wait anymore. I'm actually packing for a trip right now. I'm going to be gone all week. I don't know if there's a chapter next week. I didn't know there was a chapter this week. I just jumped on and it's like, oh, it's here. Let's go. We here. Germa 66's Cold-Blooded Voyage, Volume 23. Returning to Germa with company. Let's go. Let's go. Good things happening. Good things happening. I mean, Germa. I like Germa better than Big Mom's crew, besides Katakuri. So, and I just got to see Katakuri in the. Oh, I went and saw the new One Piece movie too. It was really good. A lot more songs than I thought there was going to be, but nothing wrong with that. They were bangers. I don't really have any complaints about it. We even got a tease of Gear 5 Luffy. Pretty sick. I won't spoil anything else, but that's all I got for you. Let's go. What do we got? What are you saying? A futuristic city like this? A shock to the whole crew. Existed in the distant past? This is just conjecture. I once knew a passionate archaeologist who was willing to risk his life to shed light on a certain ancient kingdom. Not only that, but a certain site, machinery was excavated that dated back to the same era as the kingdom. Are you saying that machinery was created during the Void Century? You tell me. You know something about this, Robin? No doubt, it's a painful memory, but 22 years ago, your home of OHARA was eradicated by a buster call. Who is explaining this? I don't know. I think that happened because OHARA uncovered the details of that kingdom's existence. Okay, so Vegapunk knows about her. Okay, that's I think that's what's going on. Oh, okay, so this is Vegapunk saying that. Okay, I like this Vegapunk. He seems like a dope guy. We'll see, but I believe the history of the Void Century is the history of a conflict, one between an alliance of 20 nations and this forgotten advanced kingdom. The victorious 20 went on to form the world government and shape history as we know it, and to ensure that the ideas of the ancient kingdom wouldn't live on, they erased every trace of it from history. That's crazy. What? Is this for real? Whoa, what an epic and romantic tale. Hang on, Vegapunk. You mean everyone who knows about this gets eliminated? Indeed. Indeed. I mean, I think this was very much expected that this happened. It wasn't really a surprise, but I think this is the first confirmation we've got that it was destroyed by the world government, basically. Right? I feel like this is the first actual confirmation. I think everybody's assumed that for a while now, but I think it's the first confirmation. That's pretty big news. I think we're getting something here. Something big's going on. My hair's being wild. It's crazy times here. Then why did you tell us? Yeah, I can't unhear it. Come on, brain. Forget. You didn't hear anything. Like I said, this is just conjecture. So tell me, Nico Robin, if I am right, and that discovery is why OHARA was wiped out, then wouldn't the government's actions be tantamount to a confirmation? Why are you asking about this? I feel like I don't know what tantamount means. I'm gonna Google that real quick. Hold up. Equivalent in seriousness to or virtually the same as, okay. When the government's actions okay, so basically, yeah, that's what I thought. When the government's actions confirm this. I mean, it would, but it doesn't have to. There could be more to it. The scholars did devise a theory after all their extensive research, but wouldn't someone as high up in the government as you know about it already? I'm afraid government affiliation makes no difference. I'm kept in the dark like everybody else. Even bringing this topic up to them would result in my immediate erasure. I like how he used the term eraser, like erasure. That's interesting. That's very interesting, considering what's his face's powers. Interesting. This chapter is gas, straight fire, wild. Already, I am loving this. I am loving anything we're getting about OHARA and the Void Century. Like, this is what we needed. This is exactly what we needed right here. Let's go. We're finally here. We've been waiting so long. I mean, I just got caught up to this 2019-ish, maybe 2020. But I've been waiting a while. I've been making these videos for a while. I'm excited. I can't even fathom the amount of time everybody else has waited for this information. That's just wild to me. Like 25 years. Then stop telling us. This is just torture. Let us out of here. If that's true, how could you know they were researching that kingdom? All the books and materials were on OHARA, and they were... The will of OHARA lives on. Did he save the books? Is Olvia still alive? Is he her dad? Is Vegapunk? Oh. Could Vegapunk be Robin's dad? Is Vegapunk maybe from OHARA? I could see this being a thing. He seems to know a lot about OHARA, and he just said that having a government affiliation didn't give him that information. He wasn't privy to it. I love that panel. The will of OHARA lives on. That day shocked the world. In a single night, OHARA, the island renowned for its love of knowledge, was wiped out, save for one little girl. The scholars were labeled devils, dissidents, who plotted to overthrow the government. A few months after the incident, I'm just looking at Robin's face here. She looks like she's about to cry a little bit. A few months after the incident, I paid a visit of my own to the scorched earth of OHARA. I was acquainted with Professor Clover, the foremost authority on archaeology. Wait, he's still alive? Oh wait, okay, never mind, sorry, I read that a little bit wrong. I paid a visit of my own to the scorched earth of OHARA. I was acquainted with Professor Clover, the foremost... Okay, so he knew Clover, that's what he was saying. I figured I should at least leave some flowers for him. You knew Professor Clover? His obsession with the Void Century fueled his adventurous lifestyle, searching for relevant texts over the world. Okay, it's all over the world. So he was kind of a pirate, searching for stuff. That's awesome. I did not know that about him. I'm glad to get a little bit more backstory about him. He was a dope character. The Marines incarcerated him on at least 10 occasions by the time he settled down. He was the world's most famous archaeologist. Over time, countless scholars were drawn to him, and they all flocked to OHARA. It truly became the holy land of archaeology. Unfortunately, the aftermath of those talented minds coming together would prove tragic. When I stepped foot on OHARA, even the tree of knowledge had been burned to cinders. Whoa, what is this I see? What is going on with his head there? It's weird looking. I was speechless when I saw it. But the lake at the center of the island had been filled with an unbelievable number of books. What in the world? I could only assume that it was the work of the scholars. They must have dedicated their final moments to ensuring that the future had access to their treasure trove of knowledge. If any Marines did discover the books, they were apparently too ignorant to understand their value and left them be. OHARA had triumphed over them. When I realized that, I couldn't stop myself from crying. That's actually... Okay, this is giving me a lot of hope for what's going on. So, theory right now. He's obviously a good guy. He's going to be joining in their fight. He's going to join... I bet he's going to join the Grand Fleet. Him and all of his things. And going to help Luffy, because he knows that's the stuff. I don't know about what I said about me and Robin's dad. It could be. Who knows? Who knows? But he's going to join up. And they're going to have all kinds of shit on their side. And we got Frankie going to be fangirling the whole time. So this is going to be great. This is going to be amazing. And he's a good character so far. I'm pumped to see what's going on. Alright, let's go. I'm really excited here. Please take care of Robin. Make sure she escapes the island. I still have a duty to see to here. Mommy, I don't want to leave you. Let me say too... Oh God, I love that. That's my favorite flashback in the series, and it will still make me cry. To this day, whenever I rewatch it, I will definitely cry. And I don't cry for much, if anything. I think One Piece is one of the first things that's ever made me cry. As in terms of, like, media. And that's pretty wild, but a scene that can continue to do that is just phenomenal. Save the books. Get the reference materials out of the library. Robin. History is our greatest treasure. It must be preserved. Saul. I miss Saul. We can't just give up on your future. Mommy. Be proud, Robin. Your mom is an honorable woman. OHARA stood up to the world. Bang, bang. You helmet-wearing bastard. How dare you make Robin cry? That's it, Vegapunk. You better release these shoes. Vegapunk. Oh, Vegapunk. It's just as you said. They came to the same conclusions about the kingdom before the incident. I see, so it's all true. Where are the books from the lake now? I really wanted to take them back to Punk Hazard, but I knew if the top brass ever caught wind, it would all be over. So instead, they were taken by the people I saw that day. What is going on? Oh God, this is so cool. This is the chapter to leave for vacation for. This is a good one. This is what I've been waiting for. Getting chills, you know? Like, so excited. This is awesome. OHARA, West Blue 22 years ago. A few months after the Buster Call incident. Someone else is visiting the debris? Giants. Alright, let's pull them up. Who are they? What should I do? Do they have any idea how important those books are? It's been a while, Vegapunk. As usual, that head of yours makes you stand out. Is that you? Okay. So, Vegapunk had a giant head. Clearly a weird giant head. And I also caught a glimpse of dragon. Let's go. Okay. So, we got a lot going on. I see Vegapunk, and he has a very, very, very... He has a Doug Dimmadome head. Like, hat for a head. It is large. Alright, we got Dragon with the long hair. That looks sick. I like that. I like that look for him. He doesn't have the scar here either. Monkey D. Dragon. head of the Freedom Fighters. 33 years old. Dragon, what are you doing here? That's my line. Your head definitely looks like it's gotten a good bit bigger. I knew Old Man Clover. You too? I knew he was once a bit of a hooligan roaming the seas, but all that nonsense about him trying to destroy the world? It's blatant propaganda. Head of Punk Hazard. Okay, so he was at Punk Hazard at this point. 43 years old. Okay. I don't know if it... This was probably 30 years ago, right? I can't remember. That's about right, isn't it? 20 something years ago? Shoot. Okay, so Vegapunk's just a little older than Dragon. I don't know people's ages here. Shoot. Alright. Oh, there's a little bit more, I think. Yeah. Are you worried about the giants? They're not scavengers. I had a word with them just now. It seems they're from Elbath, and they're fully aware of the value of those books. Their captain was a strange giant wrapped from head to toe in bandages. Aw. Are we about to see my boy alive? That would mean Aokiji didn't take him out, which would be sick. I didn't think that was going to happen, but I could totally see that happening. And this is one of those times where I am not sad that they didn't die. Okay, I'm going to keep reading. Alright. He said, OHARA sacrificed itself for those treasures, and he couldn't let them be erased from history. After seeing a government lackey like you lurking about, I'm glad they're here to scoop them up and keep them safe. Hey, you know I never... Okay, so he was part of the government then, which makes sense, and Dragon was calling him out. But they seem like kind of buddies. So I'm interested. This is interesting. And it says the Freedom Fighters. I don't know if that's a translation thing, or if it was called something different before the Revolutionary Army. You passed on joining the Freedom Fighters a while ago, but it still made me sick to hear about you becoming one of their lapdogs. Don't be stupid. Your ragtag operation was always too poor. What good are my skills and intellect if I can't actually build anything? I know, you're as blunt as ever. Okay, so it's still about money. He just doesn't have the money to do all the things he wants to do. I mean, that's a pretty good reason to team up with the world government. He doesn't seem like he gives a shit about him, so... I mean, that's pretty realistic to current government, too. Oof. The world government is an insanely huge organization. There are plenty of decent people on the inside that can be reasoned with, especially in the Navy. There are plenty of decent people that can be reasoned with on the inside, especially in the Navy. Don't lose sight of the end goal, Dragon. I get it, but I can't just sit back after this. It's too damn much. What is that big pick thing? Why is it? Oh, okay, that's the flowers, I think. I don't know. Those harmless scholars were brutally snuffed out just for questioning their authority. It's a farce. I'm going to raise an army that can fight them head on. Okay, so this is the dawn of the revolution right here. I thought you hated war. So he's somewhat a pacifist. That is not what I assumed from Dragon. Just watch, Vegapunk. I'll change the world. The will of OHARA won't die with Clover. And within a year, he, Imperio Ivankov, and Bartholomew Kuma founded the Revolutionary Army, which continues to shake the world to this day. So Kuma was a founder of the Revolutionary Army. That's a little different than I assumed here. That's interesting. Oh God, this chapter is so good. I wish I had a button that I could do like the, can we get much higher? That shit. Cause I don't think we can. So high. So high. Wow, Luffy's dad sounds intense. Did you say Elbath? Professor Clover's fate motivated dragon? My head's gonna blow. Why did Kuma help us? And why did you modify him so much, Vegapunk? Iva, that bastard was one of the founding members of the revolutionary armies? They all have, like, things to say about this. They've all been involved. That's funny. That's really funny. The books from OHARA certainly couldn't be left to be found by the government, but my curiosity compelled me to make a discreet trip to Elbath, where the books were taken, and they allowed me to read each and every one of them. It's a lot of books. A lot of books. In other words, I took everything OHARA uncovered about the world's secrets and memorized it. It's all in my head. And I've continued their research. Oh, he's continued it. Let's go. Oh, Robin's just crying. Oh, look at this panel below. Oh, God. That giant captain, he's called Saul, isn't he? He's in hiding now, so I can't confirm anything. Our boy is alive. Let's go. Let's go. Jaguar D. Saul is alive. He is a D as well. Let's go. This might be my favorite chapter of One Piece, and it's so long. I'm getting tearing up right now. This is amazing. Let's go. Look how happy Robin is. Thank you, Dr. Vegapunk. Thank you for not letting O'Hara's sacrifice be in vain. I try to help progress. I try to help progress every field of thought possible. It's in my nature as a scholar. What? Ooh, the shoes are moving on their own. I can't release you just yet. Follow me. Okay, so that's fair. There's something I want to show you. Junkyard's Egghead Fabrication Stratum. Junkyard. Egghead's Fabrication Stratum. Okay. Chopper. There's no way to get in. Oh, it must be the type that moves on its own. Move. Move, Robo. Does it need a special command? Maybe we've just got to say its name. Move, Robonosuke. Okay, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. I don't know the naming features on that, but that's funny. Move, Robo King. You guys are such kids. Ain't no way it's moving. Wait, did it move? Oh, something's happening. Oh, it's gonna blow. Save me, Quasar. What's a Quasar? No good, another debacle. Somebody please save me, Quasar. Okay, he's just mumbling Quasar. Perhaps space-time bent mid-warp. Perhaps space-time bent mid-warp. Okay, who's this guy? What the? There's a guy like Kinemon here? I've gotcha. It's him. I'm sinking. Much obliged. You're Dragon's boy, right? Okay, so Luffy saved him. Okay. SSG. Government. I knew you'd come. Good job on making it. Oh my, Bonnie. Dear me, you sure have gotten big. What? Old man, are you floating? It's splendid to see you so full of vigor. Vegapunk. I'm confused. I'm super confused. You can float too, you know. Those Dom shoes you're wearing have a nifty hover function. What? See here, press the button on the side, grab the lever. Gadzooks, we've flown too far. Oh. So Vegapunk's still alive then. But he transferred his brain to the other people. Okay. Okay. I think I can see that. He transferred like portions of his brain, like one has his emotions, one has like his bodily function kind of thing. I guess that makes sense. He looks like a silly dude though. Gadzooks, we've flown too far. Dr. Vegapunk, the man with the biggest brain in the world, leader of the Navy's SSG, Special Science Group. Why? The humble genius appears. Save us, Quasar. Chapter 1066 End. This was amazing. This was so cool. I wish there was one of the panels I want, though. Oh my god. We got Saul. We get Saul back. We get our boy. Yes. Yes. That makes me so happy. This was such a good chapter. 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, 12 out of 10, whatever rating you want to give it. It maxes the scales. It's over the top. This was straight gas, straight fire. This has already been a top tier arc. One of my favorites so far. I love how he is just a silly bastard too. He appears very silly. And he's got a small head now. Well, it's still a big head, but small head. Wow. I don't even know what to say. There's a lot to take in from this chapter. I said a couple theories along the way that those weren't proven wrong, but they weren't really right. But we get Saul. I'm so happy. Our boy's still alive. Let's go. Alright, thank you everybody for tuning in. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. You know, all the YouTube things. The channel won't get any better until you do that. I won't put money into this until I know there's going to be a worthwhile investment, you know. It's just kind of for fun. So, if you do want to see, like, big improvements and stuff, do those things. We'll get there. So, let's go. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out.